Good morning. It's been 1 week today since we swapped to the UK for this. This ain't going to be a permanent fixture. We're in Spain at the moment. It's not going to be permanent. We're only going to be here for a period of time before we set off on his travels around the rest of the world. But this was the first stop. And one thing I wanted to just come at you with quickly this morning, for any of my UK friends or anybody watching this really, you'll have probably heard me moaning on some of my videos in the past about the state of the UK and call it the joke shop. Refer to the UK as the joke shop because that's what it is. I mean, you're either going to laugh or fucking cry at the state of it. And I think over the last couple of years, in fact since around 2019, 2020 when all the stuff started with COVID, my attitude towards everything really changed, in particularly the UK and how it was run and so on. So I've done all the moaning about it, all the fucking bitching, all the moaning about it, all the ranting, all the raving, done all that stuff. And it's brought me to the point of, particularly the last couple of years, really putting a bit of pressure on my wife, if I'm being honest, about getting out of the UK. And because Claire's got such a good, well-paid job, safe, secure job in the UK, that was the biggest challenge and task for her to overcome before we got here. Now, her job has given her a 15 month career break, so technically she's got something to go back to. But like I said, I've moaned and whinged about the state of the UK, as many of you probably have done who are watching this. It's maybe why you're watching it. You may be fed up, you maybe got to a point where you've had enough's enough, and you're fed up of. I don't want to ruin the conversation or the video by going off on a rant about the stuff that's going on in the UK. Anybody with a brain can see what's going on in the UK and the state of it. But I got to that point. I got to the point where I was like, enough's enough. I've done enough fucking moaning. I've done enough whinging about it. I need to get my family out of here. So that's what we've done. We've made the decision to get out of here. Like I said, Claire's got a return to work option in September 2027, but we're just going to see how that goes. We've got a lot of people have asked, what's your plans, how long you're travelling for, what you're doing, for how are you doing it and all the rest of it. I won't get into all of that right now, but the truth is we haven't really got an end date. We've only got as plans that are fixed really, or fixed to some degree this side of Christmas. We know where we've got flights booked to, but we don't know exactly where we're going. So my message to you guys that are watching this, because I've spoke to so many people on the inboxes who are then converted them conversations to WhatsApp or phone calls. So many people who are in the same position as I was for the last few years, where they're fed up, and the conversation tends to go like this: I've just had enough, I need to get out, I'd love to do what you're doing. And the message really for you this morning is, fucking do it, because you have got no idea how long's left on your clock. None of us have. So if you want to do something bad enough, you will find a way to do it. You'll get past the stages that I've just talked about and that I've been through, the bitching, the moaning, going through all them emotions, getting angry, getting pissed off, ranting at your mates every time you see them. That's the whole topic of conversation every time you see them, about stuff that's going on in the country and why you're pissed off with it. But the reality of it is, we're not going to be able to do anything about it as individuals. And I don't think there's enough people collectively willing to do enough about it, or willing to do something about it. So the other option is, get yourself fucked off. Pack up, fuck off like we did. And I'm not saying that in a cocky manner. I'm saying that as in, you have got choice. You're in charge of every single decision that you make. So if you got to that point where I got to, and you've had enough, you're in charge. Make the decision. If it means you've got to sell some belongings, if it means you've got to save up for 3-6 months, if it means you've got to start something on the side outside your normal job, whatever you need to do it, find a way to do it. Because this takes away a lot of stressors, and it eases your mindset, it relaxes you, it's calming. I said it on a video the other day. My wife has come out of the show so much in the last week. We've only been here a week. she's a great woman anyway, but she just come on to a new level already because she's not got the stresses of what working life in the UK brings. So I'll leave you with that one this morning, guys. Hopefully any of you watching it who are thinking about doing it, this is a prompt to encourage you. Just do it. Speak with your spouse. If you've got a partner, other half, make the decision. And another thing, sorry, just before I go, another thing is, if you're somebody that's thinking, what about the kids' school? Kids will get a fucking far better education doing something like this than sat boxed in a classroom, being obedient and asking when they can or can't go to the toilet, when they can have their lunch, and so on. Kids will get a much better education doing something like this. So bear that in mind, and I'll see you all again soon.